TV5 News Live.
Good evening. It's Thursday, April 25th, 2002. I'm Courtney Wilson.
And I'm Susan Onrad. Tonight our top story. The scaffolding is coming down and the renovation project is nearly complete.
Local residents passing along Main Street have noticed that after several months of renovation work and nearly $2 million, the courthouse has escaped the metal scaffolding that has enclosed it since August. Commissioner Butch Campbell believes that the effort was well worth it.
We've been working on this courthouse since last August, and there's been a lot of sweat equity as well as funds expended on it, and it is a beautiful, sound building.
The remaining scaffolding will be coming down over the next few weeks as the renovation project is completed.
On Tuesday, Clarion County Commissioners received 5 proposals regarding funding for the acquisition and renovation of the old hospital. But at least 2 of the financial firms offered bond issues instead of a mortgage. The commissioners were seeking terms and rates of a $2.5 million 12-month construction loan. National City and PNC Capital Markets proposed bond issues for the financing. The commissioners plan to use the reimbursement for the rent to fund the mortgage payment for the building. Other proposals received by the county include a proposal from S&T Bank for 5.38% fixed interest rate.
As a follow-up to a story we have brought to you all this week, the Clarion News has responded to criticism from County Commissioner Butch Campbell. In an editorial in today's edition, the Clarion News said that, quote, "We are our readers, have a right to disagree with our elected officials, and we have a right to say we disagree. That's one of the best things about a republic like ours, the right to agree or disagree and to say so," end quote. As you might recall, Campbell has said that he probably will not run for a term as county commissioner after recent Clarion News editorials criticized the commissioners and their policies.
Are you tired of looking at trash along the side of our roads and wish someone would clean it up? Well, PennDOT is taking action against litter on the side of Pennsylvania roadways. The program is called Adopt a Highway. This program involves individuals, groups, or corporations cleaning at least 2 miles of highway 4 times a year. PennDOT provides all volunteers with trash bags and safety vests and collect the filled bags after the pickup.
The Special Olympics began today in Clarion County. The competition began with the Special Olympics oath in mind, let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. The torch run started at the courthouse and ran to the stadium where events will continue until Saturday, April 27th.
Since the September 11th attacks, many schools have become more aware of the dangers in our schools. Safety measures, Clarion Area School Board members approved a revision of the district's emergency and crisis plan. This plan was put into place on April 17th. The plan includes emergency telephone numbers, evacuation procedures, prevention procedures, recognition and response actions, post-prevention and recovery steps, role of law enforcement, building maps, mailing handling, Bob threats response, elementary and senior high schools emergency procedures, severe weather responses, personnel directories, email addresses, and supplemental resources. The plan also includes an agreement with the American Red Cross for the school to serve as a mass care shelter in an event of an emergency or disaster.
Summer's almost here and it's time to get in shape. Clarion University will host its 11th annual wellness fair today from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Tippin Gym. The fair was free and open to the public. 8 new vendors attended this year's event. The wellness aspects included physical, emotional, intellectual, occupational, and environmental. Clarion Hospital also offered free health screenings and door prizes were given away at the end of the day.
Today was the 10th annual Take Your Daughters to Work Day and the last. Next year, sons will be invited too. The feminist organizers say they're going to open the event to children of both genders. The day was designed to expose girls to a wide range of possibilities and encourage them to set goals.
TV5 will be at Spring Fling Live all next week. Events will begin on April 29th and end May 4th in downtown Clarion. Various events include free concerts in the park, food concessions and games, a free petting zoo, sidewalk sales, and the Junior Olympics. All events are sponsored by Parker Hunter, Eaton Park, and Farmers National Bank.
Up next, President Bush begins a long weekend at his ranch in Crawford, Texas. We'll have the details for you.
But first, it's your turn. Your turn to let us know how you feel. Email us or call us here at TV5 and let us know what you want to hear about.
portion of the programming was brought to you by the Clarion Bowl Arena, located on Route 322, 1 mile east of Clarion. Bowl Arena offers rock and bowl every Friday and Saturday night, and a game room with 8 pool tables and arcade games. Bowl Arena also offers bumper bowling for kids' birthdays and league play for adults. Call 764-3471. Again, that's 764-3471.
What is a hero? Are heroes born, or are they made? In after-school programs, your kids will uncover hidden strengths, discover they have the power to change their future, and find the hero inside themselves. Let us know you on after-school programs in your area. Call 1-800-USA-LEARN. After-school programs, helping kids find the hero within.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by the Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant. The Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant is located at 540 Main Street in Clarion and offers dining as well as a nightclub. The restaurant and nightclub are open 7 days a week for your convenience. Call the Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant, 226-8400.
I'm the best thing you ever had. Only things I'm guilty of, giving you too much love, making you crazy, making you rap, making me fall, making me suspect. Seem to think I'm playing her game. Don't you know her? This is me.
There's a better way to have fun with history. Visit americaslibrary.gov. Log on, play around, learn something.
You're watching TV5 with Zeta Tau Alpha.
You're watching Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
Welcome back. All this week we've been taking a look at an average workout for college students.
Our Mark Despotakis is here with a look at the final phase of the workout.
Thank you, ladies. Tonight is the end to our special exercise series. So far this week, we've shown you 6 exercises, and tonight, the last 3. Tonight, we finish our workout by showing you all of the exercises Drew Wilburn at the Clarion University Rec Center recommends for a 3-day-a-week full-body workout. You should begin with 20 to 30 minutes of cardio exercise. That could be walking or using any variety of cardio equipment. After the cardio warm-up, Drew recommends doing all of these exercises for 3 sets of 10 reps each. The bench press, the lat pull-down, the low row, the seated shoulder press, the standing barbell curl, and the tricep press down. So we begin showing you the rest of the workout with an exercise most people have heard of but may not be doing properly, the squat.
Basically, what I'm looking for here is a grip a little bit outside of my shoulders first. I'll make sure I get a nice tight grip on it first. Then what I'm going to do is walk up underneath the bar, keeping my hands where they're at, not allowing them to move out. Pressing the bar against the top of my shoulders. The reason I keep my hands together is it makes a nice shelf by pinching my shoulder blades together for the bar to rest upon. Okay, thus alleviating some of the pressure on you. Okay, lift. Just stand underneath to lift the bar up off the rack. Place your feet about, lift just outside shoulder width apart. Notice again, I'm keeping my hands pinched together, keep my hands where they're at, pinching my shoulder blades together, which keeps the bar pressed into my back. Okay? Now, main thing here is you need to keep your head up. You don't want to get yourself bent over too far. The other thing that's important is you want to keep your weight in your heels rather than getting up on your toes. What I like to do is I basically just take my toes and curl them up towards the ceiling. Keeps the weight in my heels, helps prevent unneeded stress on the knee. What you're going to do is squat down, your legs here almost parallel, and then stand back up.
The next exercise is the standing calf raises, which can be done a couple of different ways.
Find an elevated surface where you have something you can grab hold of for balance just in case you need it. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate with both feet together. Keeping them together, placing the balls of your feet on the ledge, Let your heels stretch back to get a nice stretch across your calves, your hamstrings. Then simply push up with your toes as far and as high as you can. You want to hold that for approximately 1 second, 1.5 seconds. Then slowly again back down, getting a full stretch all the way down. You want to make sure in this exercise to get full range of motion all the way up, hold, all the way down. Let it stretch back out. All the way up, and then all the way back down. If you're going to utilize one at a time, you can either place one foot out in front of you or behind you, but it's still the same motion. All the way up, then all the way back down, doing that full stretching.
Our final exercise are crunches. This is perhaps the most famous exercise out there.
Basically what we're looking for is a padded surface. You want to try to avoid on the hard floor. Feet together, knees together, approximately about a 90-degree angle bend in your knees. The main thing to remember on your crunches is you want to keep that lower back, this small part of your back, pressed into the mat at all times. You don't want to get this kind of rocking motion up, right? You want to keep this pressed in as much as possible. That isolates this area and does not add any undue stress to your back. A couple different ways are, one is across your chest. Some people like to put their hands behind their head, some people put their hands behind their ears. I recommend hands behind the ears because it adds a little more difficulty in your leverage, but it doesn't allow you to pull through with your arms. Okay? Sometimes if you clasp your hands, put them behind your head, you'll see people doing this. And all they're doing is just moving their neck. They're not focusing here. Anything you want to concentrate on is keeping your upper back and your neck and your head all in one position so that your body moves as a board rather than curling. So if you're from here, laying flat on the mat, keeping your lower back pressed in, you're going to curl up, hold, and then slowly lower back down.
So that's the entire workout routine. Drew suggests we do all 9 of those exercises that you saw after you do a cardio warm-up, and we should do that 3 days a week. It's the first step to better health.
So Mark, you did the story on these exercises. Are you actually doing them?
Well, no, but I certainly should be. It's easy enough, he says, that you can get through the workout in about an hour, and I've been busy, but I am certainly going to start because it's easy enough to go through them, and he certainly made it very simple. Susan?
Okay, thank you, Mark. A frightening blast damaged buildings in the Chelsea section of Manhattan today, injuring dozens of people, some of them seriously. It appears accidental, which is important in a city still feeling the jitters from September 11th. Sean Caleb's reports.
Shattered glass, crumbling brick, and a mayor on site quickly to calm fears.
The thing that I want to assure everybody is there's absolutely no reason to think that this is anything other than a tragic accident, and we hope that there is no loss of life.
Triage unfolded on the sidewalks, the shut-down street, anywhere wounded staggered. About 50 people reported injuries, some of them serious. New York firefighters believe the blast was caused by volatile chemicals used in etching work by a business in one of the buildings. Witnesses report a thunderous explosion.
First heard a loud kind of thud, sort of a very concussive sort of thing, and then saw a big orange fireball sort of shoot up from our freight elevator doors, blew the doors off, blocked our way out.
More than 100 firefighters answered the call, and members of the city's Joint Terrorism Task Force were also on hand. Authorities say there's no reason to suspect foul play, but with glass and debris raining down, nearby streets were shut down and evacuations were taken as a precaution. Amid the rain and destruction, investigators try to find out exactly what triggered this explosion. I'm Sean Calebs.
Prosecutors in southwestern Pennsylvania say they want to meet with Bishop Donald Wuerl of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh. Butler County District Attorney Timothy McCune and other district attorneys say they want to discuss how allegations of child sexual abuse by priests should be handled in the future.
Cardinal Bernard Law of Boston and his colleagues are on their way home from Italy. This after a historic two-day meeting at the Vatican brought on by a sex abuse scandal in the Catholic Church. Law has come under heavy criticism for his handling of priests alleged to have abused and sexually molested children. The Boston Cardinal was absent from Wednesday's press conference at the Vatican. After talks with the Pope, the other U.S. cardinals said they'll recommend a process to defrock priests who are serial predators of minors, but they're stopped short of a zero-tolerance policy. Some Catholic leaders believe priests who molest children should immediately be thrown out of the ministry, but others want to allow for rehabilitation. The recommendations will be discussed at a meeting of U.S. bishops in Dallas this June.
Today, President Bush begins a long weekend at his ranch in Crawford, Texas. He plans to host Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Abdullah at the ranch. Each leader may make demands on the other. Officials say Prince Abdullah is expected to ask the president to rein in the Israelis, who still occupy parts of the West Bank. And President Bush may call on the Saudis to stop sending money to the militant group Hamas.
Residents of southeast Missouri are cleaning up after a tornado caused havoc last night. Officials say several buildings in Madison County were damaged by the severe weather. In the town of Marquand, City Hall sustained roof damage, as did the fire department. The tornado touched down near the town of Van Buren, bringing down dozens of utility poles. There have been no reports of injuries or major structural damage. Up next, Kristen Knighton will be here with a look at the weather forecast.
But first, here's a look at tonight's stock report.
I wasn't going to school because I was making money stealing cars. Well, I was 10 when I first got involved with drugs. I skipped school because, you know, nobody cared.
When I first got pregnant, school was not important to me, so I dropped out.
Well, if I don't finish school, then I can't go to college. I mean, that's the whole point of what I want to do with my life.
I still need to go to school to make it for myself.
I think I'm happier now. I know I'm happier now.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by Fox's Pizza Den. Fox's Pizza Den is located on Old Route 66 in Clarion and offers all-day delivery. Phone 226-5555. That's 226-5555. Fox's Pizza Den is open 7 days a week for your convenience. Phone 226-5555.
You know, we sing for millions of girls, but helping out in schools, that's the real deal, baby.
I know our love can multiply.
I'm the cute one, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever been backstage before?
'Cause you're the exit.
I think you'll find that gravity is key in what I do.
Once was one, but now we're two.
I'm spinning out of
Oh. This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant from Clarion Hospital. Clarion Hospital is located off of Exit 9 of Interstate 80. Clarion Hospital offers outpatient services, transitional care, as well as an emergency room open around the clock every day of the year. More than 400 employees and 80 physicians work to serve the community. Call the Clarion Hospital at 226-9500. Clarion Hospital, providing health care to Clarion County and surrounding communities since 1954.
You're watching Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
Well, the weather was really nice last week, but it started to get a little chilly lately. So what can we expect for this week? Is it going to get warmer? Or?
Well, luckily the temperatures will keep rising over the weekend and will continue throughout the next week. The map, which is representing today, shows some precipitation occurring around the eastern states. The light rain is moving towards our area. There is not much precipitation occurring anywhere else. It is mainly in the northeastern states. Tonight, the low will be around 29. Tomorrow's map shows the precipitation occurring in the middle states and some on the northwestern coast. We can expect tomorrow to reach a high of 52, which is still a little chilly, so hopefully the sun will break free from the clouds. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. Friday, partly cloudy, a high of 52 and a low of 33. Saturday, rain, high of 57, low of 29. Sunday, showers, high of 62 and a low of 42. Monday, mostly cloudy, a high of 61 and a low of 41. Tuesday is mostly cloudy, a high of 72 and a low of 41. Everyone needs to keep their fingers crossed to hope the temperatures keep rising.
It's not as warm as it was last week, but it's getting a little warmer.
Yeah,
so.
hopefully.
Yeah, thanks, Kristen. The band Rusted Root was here to perform Sunday night with opening numbers by Roots Rising. Here to talk about the concert is Martise McCree with Martise's Minute.
If you went to the Rusted Root concert, you probably caught the opening band at Roots Rising. Roots Rising is a local band with 3 out of the 5 members being Clarion students: Chris Pamonte, Todd Hensler, and Tron Valentine. Today I have Chris and Todd with me today.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
That's good. So how did the whole Rusted Root thing come about?
Well, we had a open ballad on campus. Nathan, the concert chair, which is also a member of Kingseed, which is the other band that opened up, they had a open ballad run. There were 7 bands, I believe, and they had all the demo packages and CDs right there to listen to, and then the top 2 vote getters got the top 2 spots to open.
Now you two actually started the whole
Yeah.
band, correct?
Right.
How did that all come about? How did that?
Unknowingly, he and I lived on the same street on North 4th Avenue. So I saw him in the weight room. Got to talking to him, like, you know, live on your street, you don't know. I mean, this is like after half a year living on the same street. And like, we should hang out sometime, whatever, drinks. No, I can't say that.
That's okay.
But anyway, get together, and he's like, well, what are you doing tonight? I'm getting together with this girl. She's a singer, and I play guitar. We're going to be playing at Michelle's Cafe in about a month. So I said, well, I've been known to sing, because I used to, you know, I would dabble in singing and stuff, and had some songs written. So lo and behold, I showed up there that night.
Right. Now, opening up for Rusted Root, what do you think that did for Roots Rising as a band?
It was awesome. I know that. Great feeling to be up on a real stage with real lights and somebody real far away running all kind of good sound for you. Very, very exciting. Seeing just a sea of people and heads and stuff. That was great.
The other thing that came out of it was the manager for the other opening band, Kingseed, approached it was our drummer's wife. She was selling T-shirts, and went and approached her and said he'd like to represent us. So we're in,
that definitely being the biggest thing that came out.
We're talking to him right now.
But the lights and the sound was cool too.
Yeah. We're talking to him right now and seeing what we can get together, because we don't really have a manager, and that's the biggest thing hurting us right now. We have limited gigs, so.
Lack of direction.
Lack of direction.
You would never believe how hard
there's
it is
a lot
to
goes
just to get
It's
a
like running a business.
Yeah. You can't just call somewhere and say, hey, you know, we think we have some good stuff. Can we come and play?
He's taking like 18 credits, working 20 hours, and working 40 hours.
Not real easy thing to do. And the fact that we're mostly an original band, the creative process is, I mean, once you have something, you don't have time to say, well, we'll do it tomorrow. It's got to be now. As soon as it hits you, it comes in waves, you know. So as soon as it hits you, you have to jump right on and take it. And if that takes 3 hours, and you had to study for 3 hours.
You can catch Roots Rising on Tuesday night at Michelle's Cafe from 7 to 9. Or you can see them next Friday at the Holiday Inn. Each of those places you can get CDs there. With Roots Rising, I'm Martise McCree.
Thank you, Martise. Here's a programming note to our viewers. TV5 will be hosting Monday's Borough Council work session. Borough Council will be making a special trip to the TV5 studio. The work session will be aired live right here on TV5 Monday night at 5 p.m.
Up next, April Johnson will be here with tonight's sports.
But first, here's a look at tonight's Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Hope you're a winner.
Portion of programming is sponsored by Reese Brothers, located in Drake Square Building in Oil City. Reese Brothers offers a competitive hourly wage, plus daily bonuses, flexible scheduling, company-sponsored health benefits, and paid professional training. Call today at 1-800-365-3500, extension 684, or 677-9236 for your personal interview, or stop by and visit the Drake Square Building. Reese Brothers, where integrity and technology connect.
Do you want complete coverage of local, state, national, and international news as it happens? Then tune in to Clarion's very own TV5 News Live for complete coverage of the Clarion area and our world. TV5 news crews join with the crews from the world news leader CNN to provide complete coverage of the day's events. With advanced satellite capabilities, TV5 can bring you the latest news as it happens. So tune in every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings for Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
Whether you're looking for formal attire or a Halloween costume, Town & Country Cleaners has it all. From tux rental to costumes, stop by Town & Country Cleaners. Town & Country Cleaners has a wide variety of services to offer, including dry cleaning and spot removal. Located in Clarion Borough on Liberty Street right next to the VFW, Town & Country Cleaners can handle all of your needs. To find out what Town & Country can do for you, call 226-4781.
Wardrobe for some TV5 News staff provided by Fashion Bugs located in the Clarion Mall. Whether you're looking for junior trendy or fashion for women, they have it all with many different styles. Fashion Bug also offers a wide selection of accessories. Fashion Bug is located in the Clarion Mall, just off exit 62 off Interstate 80. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 9 p.m., and Sunday from noon till 5.
Welcome back. April Johnson is here with the sports. So what's the news on the Pirates?
Well, today's game against the Los Angeles Dodgers marked another win for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Rookie Josh Fogg led the Pirates to a 3-2 victory with an impressive performance, allowing just one unearned run for almost 6 innings. Fogg has been having a great first season at Pittsburgh, and with the way he pitched today, he improved his record to 3-0 and dropped his ERA to 1.46. So maybe with Fogg's leadership, the Bucs will keep going strong when they face the Padres tomorrow night in San Diego. Well, Jermaine O'Neal of the Indiana Pacers was selected today as the NBA's most improved player. O'Neal said that he plans on getting 10 or 20 times better next year and wants to get to the point where he can destroy the whole league. The Indiana forward led the Pacers in scoring, averaging 19 points and 10.3 rebounds. O'Neal was also picked to play on Team USA this summer, the summer's World Basketball Championships. And okay, for some local news, today was a very exciting time in Clarion. The Intramural Softball League had its ending tournament, and Stankonia won the tournament 11-10. Leading the way for Stankonia was Mac Casamento, who hit 2 home runs late in the 5th inning, and Nate Harmon anchored the infield with his Golden Glove. And so be sure to congratulate any of the Stankonians if you know who they are. And that does it for sports. I'm April Johnson. Back to you.
Thank you, April. Thank you. That's the news for TV5 tonight. Up next is Feedback with Mark Despotakis. Tonight is the final anchor free-for-all. Joining him will be Susan Honorat, Kelly Esno, and Jackie Nealon.
Until then, I'm Susan Honorat.
And I'm Courtney Wilson. Have a good weekend.
Into